ACT skill number 47 with logs. What is the real value of x for this equation? So let's first figure out, there's a couple different ways we could do this, but let's figure this out. Log base 2 of 16. What that means is 2 raised to what exponent gives you 16. If I put it in exponential form, this is what it means. Now if you forget how to do that, you can do change of base. So you're going to plug in log of the back number, enter, divided by log of the base, and you get an answer of 4. So I'm going to replace what I have circled with 4. There's more than one way to do this. So if we're solving for x, there's a couple ways to do this. One way to do it is to think of it like this. If you put this back into exponential form, like I did up here, it's always the base. So what number is the base? 4. Raised to the number on the opposite side, which is equals the number behind it. So 4 to the 4th. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is... Okay, that's one way. Here's the other way that you should remember how to do it. And I know that's been over a month. If we want to eliminate or cancel out log base 4, we take whatever this base is and we make this entire thing into an exponent, and this number now becomes the base. So 4 raised to this, and whatever you do to the left, you must also do to the right. These cancel out. I bring down the x, and 4 to the 4th is 256. Flip to the back, please. If I put this into exponential form, what represents the base in this problem? What represents the base currently? N raised to the opposite equals 144. So what number when I squared gives you 144? Problem done. Number 2. Which of the following is a value that satisfies this? Again, the base is 2. We're going to put it into exponential form. Raised to the opposite, which is 5, equals x. You may rush through this and go, oh, the answer is 10. This is not 2 times 5. It's 2 times itself 5 times, which is 32. Which of the following expressions is greatest? So before I show you how I think many of you will do it, let's just think here. Whenever the base is larger than the number behind it, you're going to have a fraction between 0 and 1. Just keep that in mind, okay? So we're going to change each one of these into decimals if needed. And to do that, we're going to do this, change a base. So do it quick with me. You ready? We're going to do log 25 divided by log 5. Log 25, enter, divided by log of 5. If you weren't able to look at that expression, know the answer. The first one is 2. Okay? Next one, let's see if you can do it in 4 seconds. Go. So we're doing log 25 divided by log 25. The answer is 1. Please do C, D, and E as well. Okay, are you trying any of these right now? Are you trying any of these? Why not? But I'm asking, why are you not trying?
Oh, it's because, like, it makes sense. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the rest are going to be decimal, and then I have to figure out A and B.
So which one is the greatest value? The greatest value is A. Going on to 4, 5, and 6, which are definitely a little more difficult. So because you were not tested, listen closely to this, because you were not tested and it's not a Common Core standard, we only went over it for a half a day. Do you guys remember how when we expanded and contracted logs, how we'd say if we're going to replace multiplying with adding, replace division with subtraction? Do you remember that? Okay, that's going to apply for the next few problems, so pay close attention here. It says the log base m of n is equal to a. So this thing equals a, and this value equals b. Now we're given this. Okay, so let's expand this. Whenever you have an exponent, the exponent goes in front of the log. You were writing this out at the same time. This is a great review. So 3 times log base m of n times p. Now I want to take n times p and I want to expand it. Currently it is being multiplied. So when I expand it, I turn multiplying into addition. So it's 3 times the log of m, log base m of n, plus 3 times the log of m of p. Now let's look to the very beginning of this problem. Log base m of n is equivalent to a. And log base m of p is equivalent to b. Correct answer is K. Now you're only able to do that contracting and expanding when they have the exact same base on the log. As a quick reminder, if you saw this, by the way, if you saw this, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't see a base. What is the base when you don't see it? 10. It is 10, good. Okay, on to number 5. What is the real value of x? So do you see how you have the exact same base? So right now it's expanded. We want to contract it and push it together. What does addition turn into? Multiplication. So log base 3 of x times 9x equals 4. So log base 3 of 9x squared equals 4. There's more than one way to go about doing this. I'm going to put it into exponential form. So the base represents what number in this problem? 3. We go across the equal sign to grab the number that represents the exponent, and we set it equal to whatever is behind the log. 3 to the 4th power is not 12. 3 to the 4th power is? 81. Okay, so if we're going to solve right now for x squared, first divide by 9. 81 divided by 9 is 9. And then square root to end up with an answer of 3. Now, how else could you have done this? Another way would be to simply plug in these numbers, then do change of base on each one, and then add together. Personally, I think that would take a little bit longer. Going on to the very last one. Now, what's different about number 5 compared to number 4, or compared to, sorry, what's different? This should have been 6, right? Told you to change it and I forgot to do that. What's different about number 6 compared to the 2 previous ones is look at the base. Do you see how the base is different? So you can't contract it or expand it. So let's figure this out. Please do change a base for this if you can't do it in your head. The answer is? Please do change a base. 2 subtract 2 is 0. There's more than one way to solve this, and it's based on your understanding of the rules of logs. But let's put this right now into exponent form. So what is the number that represents the base? 8 raised to, we're going to go across the equal sign. 8 raised to the 0 is x. What is h to the 0 power? 1. Done.